Hello, good evening, ladies. I'm your host, Clip, the host of Club Sports Bar, coming to you live right here in Louisville, Virginia, Loudoun County area. And today, ladies, we'll get you guys for the WWE Draft. We'll be starting tonight at 8 p.m. Starting tonight on Smackdown Live, and it will be continuing on Monday Night Raw. I'll tell you guys about the fact that the NWSL's postponed games in the wake of Paul Riley allegations that were against them. By the way, I'll have to get you guys to the fact that a Crane baseball administrator and a former minor league was shot. By the way, get you guys to the fact that let's see what we got here. What do we got? Get you guys into the fact that Ben Simmons could be fined for missing games. I'll tell you guys about the fact that Tony Storm and Jason Robinson got engaged. Get you guys to the fact that Dr. J, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dizzle, and Mary J. Blige will be performing at Super Bowl 56 halftime performance show at SoFi Stadium, and during Super Bowl 56, during Super Bowl performance halftime show. Get you guys to the fact that Brady says leaving Belichick went well 18 months ago, by the way. Get you guys for the Adam Wainwright and the Cards reach a one-year offer extension for 2022. And get you guys into the fact that security guard claims that Jesse, who's John Bones' fiance, bled from the nose and the mouth. Get you guys for that. And John Bones was arrested, by the way, on that. So that's all I got to say on that, everybody. And that's all there is. You need to know everybody to that. All right. So first things first, I'm just going to start with the fact that the WWE Draft will be happening tonight, guys, which is starting tonight on SmackDown Live, and we'll be continuing on Monday Night Raw this coming Monday night as well. By the way, guys, so you know who's gonna go where, who stays, who goes. So you'll have to find that out tonight, guys. Don't forget, guys, SmackDown is on Fox and Raw is on USA Network. By the way, guys, so the WWE Draft is starting tonight. By the way, and it'll be continuing on SmackDown. It's gonna be continuing. It starts tonight on SmackDown and continues on Raw on Monday, this coming Monday night. So be sure to stay tuned to that, everybody. Also, some other news, by the way, that after he was released from the allegations, by the way, the NWSL has postponed games. You know, the Washington versus NC Courage game, Gotham FC versus Louisville, Orlando versus Chi-Town, H-Town versus KC, and Rain FC versus Portland. Those games are postponed because the misconduct allegations that were against release coach Paul Riley, by the way. NWSLPA has called for investigation of the allegations against Riley, by the way. They suspend any NWSL or club staff member who were accused of violating the NWSL's anti-harassment policy or failed to report the misconduct issues, by the way. So Richie Burke, who was a Washington Spirit, by the way, was released after abuse allegations. Gotham FC GM Alyse, by the way, she was released. Was released after investigation related to anti-harassment, by the way, but denies there any wrongdoing. Christy Holly was released for his reasons for dismissal did not go public. And Reign coach Faria Bartini was released after accused of sexist behavior and discussed Lindsay Horan's weight, by the way, as well. And also the fact that So Racing Louisville Coach Christy Holly was released for his personal reasons for dismissal not public as well. So NWSL is postponing games because of the wake of the Paul Riley allegations that were against him, by sexual coercion and misconduct. By the way, he was released yesterday. He was released this past week, and honestly, that's all there is. That's all there is. You need to know on that, everybody. So the NWSL has postponed the games for today and for tomorrow as well, guys, because of the wake of the misconduct and sexual coercion allegations against Paul Riley, and honestly, it's not looking good there. So he's a piece of trash. That's all he is, and Yeah, sure, the NWSL stepped up and they had to postpone the games and the weekend allegations, trying to process this whole thing out. That's all they're trying to do, guys. So it's good they're doing that. Just an example. And others I want to get to, by the way, that let's see. Ben Sixers, they did not pay $8.25 to Ben Simmons, by the way. Now 25% of his offer he was owed today. They were pledging into escrow account, by the way. If Simmons doesn't show up to any games, he get fined $227K, by the way. The Sixers could deduct Ben Simmons of his revenue, by the way, as well. So from his shots account as well, by the way. So clearly clear Ben Simmons still wants doesn't want to put it on the jersey. And then Joel Embiid just says that, I find it a bit disrespectful that Ben Simmons is walking out because we need Ben Simmons. We need Ben Simmons. And it's just the process isn't looking good right now. So does Joel Embiid really want Ben Simmons back? That's a big question. What's going to do? The Sixers fans really want Ben Simmons back? Let's be honest here. Ben Simmons was a dumpster fire. He missing free throws, layups, jump shots, forcing turnovers, causing the Sixers to lose to the Hawks in that playoff game. And Ben Simmons was just, sure, he was good, but he was an absolute piece of trash, what he was. So, honestly, he's considering walking out. So if Ben Simmons does, in fact, walk, sure, he can forfeit a whole lot of money on him, though, and he can sit the rest of the season. But he's not traded, by the way, that's that. So if Ben Simmons is traded by next week, by the way, we'll see where he goes. And it's going to be interesting how this all plays out. So I think that if Ben Simmons wants out, well, let him dictate where, when, how, why he wants to go to some other team to get a title reign of his own. Does he want to sign a contract extension offer, or does he want to sign to some other team? Let me know in the comments about that, everybody. And that's all the news you need to know, everybody, on that note right there. Also, guys, other news I want to get to, by the way. Dr. J, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dizzle, and Mary J. Blige, they're going to be performing at the Super Bowl 56 halftime performance show at Super Bowl 56 halftime performance show at SoFi Stadium on February 13th of 2022, guys. So, yes, it'll be Eminem and Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, Dre Day, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dizzle, and Mary J. They'll be performing at the Super Bowl 56 halftime performance show at SoFi Stadium in LA on Super Bowl 56, February 13, 2022, guys. So what a big moment that's going to be. You got to love it. So that's the best news yet, everybody, which it is. I definitely look forward to that. I know everybody is. That's all there's need to know, everybody. Awesome other news. Tom Brady says leaving Belichick and the Pats went well 18 months ago. So, Tom, let me ask you this. Was it really worth it? Was it really? And I think that the real question is, how do Patriots fans feel about you coming back? How do they feel about you coming back and seeing you probably beat them down or seeing you probably lose to them, by the way? And what do you have? And do you have anything in store? Do you have anything in store for us, Tom Brady? Do you really? Patriots fans looking at Tom Brady. Patriots fans will look at Tom Brady as, they look at him as a traitor. They look at some turncoat. Sure, they will see him as a sellout goat that he was. Sure, he sold his soul to the Bucs, and sure, he proved to everybody that he could get. He proved to Belichick. He proved to everybody in Belichick that he can get a title of his own, which he already has. Sure, he's a 7-time champion. Sure, Tom Brady has carried the Patriots on his shoulders for the past 19 years. In the last 20 years, he has. So clearly, I can honestly say that he has done a whole lot. Sure, he's one of the many goats. We all know this. But Tom Brady's going to point in time, we're going to hang it up for good. What happens Sunday, it's going to be on you, Tom Brady. It's going to be on you. And you may think, and you're in for the fight you like, but you and Tom Brady are going to be in for a really rude awakening. And come hell or high water, Tom Brady, that's on you. So, yeah. That's going to be on you. And yes, I am live in Freeport, New York, by the way, guys. Sorry about that. I'm coming to live right here in Freeport, New York, everybody. And yeah, that's all there is. You You gotta know that. But so sorry. Back to the topic. So Tom Brady is going to consider hanging up for good. I can tell you that. And yes, he needs to hang it up for good. And I think the best thing for him to do, if he's sure he's going to come back to his old roots this Sunday night, he will though. But I think the best thing for him to do is just retire anyway. What happened last week, which is a spoiler by the way, that's going to be anything. What's going to happen to him in the playoffs? But come Sunday night, he faces destiny, and he goes back to his old stomping ground that he's been at for the past 20 years. And needs to say that Tom Brady, this is going to be the last Tom Brady everyone's going to see. And everybody's coming for Tom Brady. Everybody's coming for his head. Patrick Mahomes wants his revenge. Jameis Winston wants to avenge Drew Brees for what Tom Brady did to Drew Brees when Tom Brady retired Drew Brees in his career. Aaron Rodgers, even though he got his revenge in the golf match, by the way, Aaron Rodgers wants his revenge against Tom Brady for last season. I mean, sure, and even now Belichick and the Rams are trying to prevent Tom Brady from doing the unthinkable. Everybody is coming for Tom Brady. Tom Brady has got a lot of targets on his back. He's got a bounty on him, which he does. Tom Brady is the hunted. And come Sunday night, Tom Brady's going to feel the hunted yet again. And it's going to be a personal rivalry, you'll see. And some people will call this one of NFL's biggest matchups in history. And some people are going to call this a pre-Super Bowl matchup that a lot of fans will be pleading to see. I can tell you about that, everybody. And if it does happen in the Super Bowl, well, that's all there is you need to know in that. But I don't see the Bucs getting another title right. No. I see the Rams being back at home and eliminating the Bucs, obviously the last week. That's going to be a prime example of things to come. So Tom Brady, your time is up. Sunday night, the ovation you're going to get won't be a good one. They're not going to pay tribute to you. They're not going to do anything to you. They're just going to hate you for the rest of your life. Because Tom Brady, you're amongst one of the most hated GOATs in history. I mean, sure, you remember those light GOATs, but you're a traitor to everybody else. That's what you are. So that's all I could think of you, Tom Brady. Also, got some other news, by the way, I want to get into. Adam Wainwright and the Cards have reached a one-year offer with the offer extension for 2022. So that's the best news yet there. And that's all you need to know, everybody. That's all I got to say on that. Another is, by the way, I want to get into that a UVA football player by the name of Dontavian Ricky, by the way. He has made an insane one-handed catch, by the way, against Miami Hurricanes. And then Brandon Armstrong, who's the quarterback, by the way, caught the pass. So the UVA, they would defeat the Canes 24-21. That was a good game, but I'll tell you about that. That's the catch of the year nominee. Wow, you got to give credit on that, though. And as I want to get to, by the way, that a Creighton baseball administrator and a former minor leaguer by the name of Chris Gradoville has been deceased in a shooting at 37, where he showed up to make a repair at a rental home he sold to a realty company. Now, he was shot numerous times in the yard and was found dead in the yard. An individual by the name of Liddell Thornton, who believed to have rented the home, was arrested and charged on suspicion of a first-degree murder, use of a weapon to commit a felony, possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. So he is in court. He will be in court, though. If he's convicted of these charges, he'll get face jail time for sure. That's all there's need to know in there, everybody. So that's all I can say on that. Others I want to get into, by the way, that, let's see. A Caesar's Palace security guard claims that Jesse, who was John Joseph's fiance, bled from the nose and from the mouth. She was scared to return to the hotel room when Caesar's Palace security guard told the Vegas Metro PD dispatch Jesse got first aid, but she refused to get medical assistance, by the way. So Jones returned to the hotel room from a night at a strip club and got into a foul mood. Jones is sitting off the alcoholic for good, by the way. So remember, guys, John Bone Jones was arrested and charged on a domestic abuse and also tampering with the vehicle charge. By the way, his court date is going to be this month on the 26th. By the way, now if he's convicted of these charges, he can face jail time for sure, buddy. This is on the night that John Bones Jones had one of his fights against Alexander Gustafsson inducted to the Hall of Fame, by the way, last week, and he was arrested for sure on that. So his court date is on the 26th, by the way. If he's convicted of these charges, he can face jail time behind bars and never fight again. So that's all I got to say there, everybody. So John Bones Jones, you should know, because John Bones Jones, now John Bones, he did pull Jesse's hair from leaving the hotel room, and Jessie had scratches, and she had, I think, some cuts from her face and her nose and legs and all that. And then she had the blood in the bed sheets in the hotel room. So Jones was arrested for sure on that. He had his head in the vehicle, on the police cop car, by the way. So really not looking good there. Yeah, John Jones, he knows better. He made some little piece of stretch, which, I mean, come on, it's the biggest thing. And Vegas PD, Metro PD would be sued for that, for arresting John Bones Jones. So yeah, that's all there's for that. Things don't look good for that. So I hope John Jones gets the help that he needs. He needs to avoid it. That's what's what he's got to do. Because that alcohol doesn't do you no good. It does you damage. I can tell you about that. Others I want to get into, by the way, that I want to say congrats to former NXT UK Women's Champ Toni Storm and current WWE star Toni Storm, and also NJPW and Impact star, one half of Finn Juice, and former Impact Tag Team Champ and former NJPW Tag Team Champ Juice Robinson. Because Toni Storm and Juice Robinson, they got engaged today, so big congrats to them on that. So congrats to Toni Storm and Juice Robinson getting engaged. That's the best news yet there, I can tell you that. And yeah, that's all there is you need to know, everybody, on that. So Toni Storm and Juice Robinson got engaged earlier today, and that's the best news yet there, everybody. So that's all there is you need to know, everybody, on that note. That's all there is you need to know. Also, some others, by the way, that let's see here. One shout birthdays out to Chinin of Power Instinct, Matcha Melee, Hokodu of Street Fighter X, Brie Larson plays Captain Marvel, Julie Andrews, Sarah Drill, Randy Quaid, Mark McGuire, Rod Carey, by the way, Carell, Kariba, Hine, Greg Davis Jr., Journey Smollett Bell, Callie Jane Beach, Sherry Swam, Farzell Kane, Kelsey Merritt, Danica Yaroj, Dizzy Rascal, Isis King, and Xander Bogarts, Danielle Biscotti, Dixie Wonderland, Emerald Famel, Curtis Axel, Gusna Orthy. On that note, so some of your birthday wishes, shout sweet to them. That's all I'm gonna do just for now, and that's all I gotta say, everybody. So yeah, that's all you need to know. Also, guys, others, by the way, that Sonic Force Speed Battle has 100 million downloads. Big congrats to Sonic Force Speed Battle on that. That's everything you need to know, everybody, on that note. So that's the best news yet there, and yep. That's all I gotta say, everybody. So that's the best news yet there, everybody, and yep. All the news you need to know, and that's all I gotta say in that. Ladies, that's going to do it right there for the Kalila Sports Report. Like, subscribe to the Kalila Sports Report YouTube channel, Facebook page, but on me yesterday. I am live in Freeport, New York, by the way. Is that? No, that's all there's you need to know on that. What are your thoughts, your responses on Tom Brady saying that it was perfect that he left the Pats after 18 months ago? What are your thoughts about that? I'll just want to share by you. And sure, Tom Brady may be a lying goat, but he's also, a traitorous goat too, by the way. Thoughts about that, everybody? Also, by the way, Leo Rush and Kiera Hogan, they've signed with AEW, by the way. And also, this because the PFL 2020 is going to be arriving on this month, by the way, on the 27th at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. So, big one right there. I can tell you about that. Your thoughts on Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dizzle, and Mary J. performing at the Super Bowl 56 halftime performance show at SoFi Stadium on February 13, 2022. Your thoughts about that? Your thoughts, everybody? I'll just want to share, buddy. That's all I got to say on that. For sure. Doesn't Adam Wainwright and the Cards reaching a 1-year offer extension for 2022? Don't let me know about that. I'll just want to share, buddy. It doesn't NWSL postponing games because of Paul Riley allegations, by the way. Thoughts about that? Sexual coercion and misconduct, by the way, even though he was released, by the way. Thoughts about that? And that's all I was going to say on that. Your thoughts on security guard claiming that Jesse had a blood from the nose and the mouth. Thoughts about that, everybody? And even though John Jones was arrested for charge, for sure, everybody. Thoughts about that? And this is on the night that was his fight against Alexander Gustafsson got done to the UFC Hall of Fame. Thoughts about that? So sure, everybody. What thoughts on Ben Simmons, by the way? The Sixers not paying $8.25 million to Ben Simmons, by the way. 20% of his offer would be owed today. And also played in the escrow account, by the way. Simmons didn't show up. He'll be fined $227K about that. Everybody, what thoughts about that? You think Ben Simmons is gonna be leaving the Sixers, by the way, on that? Where do you think it's gonna wind up at? If he does get traded, by the way, where do you think it's gonna wind up at? Let me know in the comments about that. I'll just want to share, buddy. Also, guys, super wishes out to Shinin of Power Instinct, Match Melee, Hokuto of Street Fighter X, Brie Larson of Captain Marvel, plays Captain Marvel, Julie Andrews, Sarah Drew, Danica Yarosh, Disney Rascal, Isis King, Sherry Som, Farzal Kane, Kaya, Kelsey Merritt, Kelly Jane Beach, even Danica Yarosh, Curtis Axel, Xander, Bogarts, Danielle Biscotti, Dixie Wonderland, and Emerald Famel. Some of you really wish they'll tweet them. Be sure to do that. Also, congrats to Tony Storm and Juice Robinson. They got engaged today. That's about, and so congrats to them on that. That's all that you need to know on that, everybody. And that's all I can say on that for sure. And that's all I can say on that, everybody. And also, the WWE Draft is going to be starting tonight, guys, at Smackdown. Starting tonight on Smackdown. And on Monday Night Raw this coming Monday night. And that's all I can say on that. So, happy October, guys. And October is officially here. That's all that you need to know. I'll bet for breaking news, change times, level, things, so a whole lot more than the clothes, sports, whatever, everything sports related. Everything you can know is all guys. So, take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe with it. Bye-bye.